No clickbait. You can see the videos on the screen. We'll play the story. Quick message. If you've broken up with someone and you having a co-parent with them, I would suggest that you watch until the end. Also, if you're going through any type of mental health issues, I would urge you to watch until the end. And lastly, if you are dating a military vet, or you're a military vet, or you plan on dating a military vet, I would suggest you to stay until the end as well. However, if you don't want to stay until the end, you want to watch the story and leave, it's cool. The only thing I ask you to do is hit that like button before you leave. Just please hit the like button before you leave. And as always, I appreciate my day ones and my new supporters that hit the like button out the gate. I appreciate the comments and all the love. I do not take it for granted. Let's get into this crazy story.
Amanda Denise Broderick was born July 17, 1985, in Nampa, Idaho. She was described as a great mother to her children Alyssa and Caden Broderick. She loved helping others and was a nurse at Austin Regional Clinic. She was passionate about dancing, running, hiking, traveling, but really loved her personal time with her kids. Her loved ones say that she could always be found in the bleachers at any of her kids' games. If you met her, she greeted you with a warm smile and a comforting hug. She was also always willing to be the shoulder someone needed. She was a positive influence and motivated everyone who came into her life. Amanda was previously married to Stephen Broderick. Stephen Broderick was a military veteran that served as a wheeled vehicle mechanic from August 2000 to September 2006. He deployed to Iraq from March 2004 to April 2005. The highest rank he attained was sergeant. He was also a former Travis County Sheriff's deputy. Court and public records show that Amanda filed for divorce and for a protective order after Stephen's arrest in the assault case. In 2020, Stephen was charged with child sexual assault. A 16-year-old girl reported to be a member of his family. According to court documents, Stephen has been indicted with 9 counts of sexual assault of a child, all of which happened with one child. Court documents also show he allegedly strangled a family member and was indicted on 3 counts of family violence assault. Stephen resigned after his arrest last year on child sexual assault charges, according to Travis County Sheriff spokeswoman Kristen Dark. He was booked in jail but was released 16 days later after posting a $50,000 bail, according to the Statesman.
Okay, we're gonna pause real quick. Listen, if you find yourself in these type of situations, well, let me say this first. Y'all notice if you're around these type of people, they always blame everybody else. It's never their fault. This person did this to me. They did that. It's always everybody else's fault except for their own. Listen, if you find yourself in a situation where you've committed an assault and you have to resign for whatever reason, don't go blaming other people because it was you that carried out the act. So you got to kind of blame yourself, acknowledge it, look at the situation, learn from it, bounce back from it. Don't do it again. If you constantly blame other people, you will never learn from it. You will never grow. And the chances of you doing it again and blaming other people, very high. Just wanted to say that. Let's continue.
After posting bail, he was ordered to have no contact or to go within 200 feet of the child. He was also ordered to wear a GPS tracking device. On July 6, 2020, prosecutors filed a motion to increase his bond, alleging that he had sent an email accusing his wife of a cash grab and attached multiple images depicting her undressed and engaged in sexual acts. The Daily Beast reports that one of the usernames they linked to Broderick commented, "Get divorced, get fucked D by the court," when asked for the male equivalent to the phrase, "happy wife, happy life." Don't forget to pull out, the username wrote in answer to the question, a simple tip that could save someone's life. The username also praised comments such as, "She got a hole, ain't she?" A heartbeat, when describing a woman's attractiveness. And applauded comments recommending intense and continuous eye contact to pick up women.
Okay, we're gonna pause 1 second real quick, one more time again. Listen. Again, I'm just seeing blame here. Now we know people get tricked. If a person game is higher than yours, anybody can get tricked. They can get you. I've been tricked several times. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But what you got to do is you got to learn from it and bounce back. Now, if you've gone through a divorce and you find your situation tight, I've been there before too. Not divorce, but I've left somebody and then get hit with the child support. and it changes your whole financial dynamic. If that's your case, you got to push through it. You got to push through it. You got to hustle harder. You might have to get a second job, but don't go blaming the person because you put yourself down. Remember, they didn't just end up pregnant. Like the same with them. If they blamed you, they put themselves around you, unless it was some type of sick way to bring the child into the world, which I ain't going to speak on, but you got to look, you put yourself there. So what you want to learn, you want to think about the characteristics of that person so that you won't meet another type of person that will game you the same way. All of this stuff is learning, but you can't change the past. It's only gonna make you bitter if you just stay focusing on it and feeling like you regret it. Learn from it, keep moving in life, make yourself better. We'll get into more of that later. Let's continue.
The Statesman reported that Sage granted the motion and increased his bond to $75,000. Stephen's daughter stated in the application for a protective order that she also felt unsafe with her father out of jail. I felt safe after my dad had been arrested and he was in jail, but now that he's out I don't feel safe, she wrote. I'm afraid that to him, a protective order will be just a piece of paper. I'm worried that he'll come after my family. I'm afraid that he might hurt me or my mom. On November 5, 2020, the judge ordered the removal of Stephen's tracking device. Stephen's lawyer argued that he had worn the monitor for 142 days with no substantial violations and that it should be removed. A state district judge agreed, which left him unsupervised months after his daughter and ex-wife stated they feared for their safety with him released from jail. According to the Statesman, State District Judge Karen Sage said she typically agrees to remove tracking devices when a defendant has shown a pattern of compliance and has not incurred any violations. She also said she rarely keeps defendants on GPS tracking for more than 90 days if they have been compliant. The report states that Stephen's bail conditions required him to surrender all firearms and not obtain any new ones. His ex-wife applied for a protective order after his arrest, saying she was worried for her and her children's safety. I'm afraid he will try to hurt me or my children, because these allegations have come out and he may lose his career, she said. Stephen has prior military experience and is SWAT trained. If he wanted to hurt someone, he would know how. On Sunday, April 18, 2021, Stephen rammed his vehicle into Amanda's vehicle and shot dead all 3 people inside. Officers were called to Great Hills Trail and Rain Creek Parkway for reports of shots fired and an active shooter near the location. When they arrived, officers found the 3 victims on the ground near 2 cars that appeared to have crashed. The victims were later identified as the suspect's ex-wife, Amanda Broderick, his daughter, Alyssa Broderick, and 18-year-old Willie Simmons III. A reverse 911 activation was sent out to residents, telling them to shelter in place. Investigators would later say that the suspect, Stephen Broderick, and Amanda Broderick were meeting for a scheduled visit with their son when the crash happened. Investigators said the couple's son, while around for the shooting, was not harmed. According to an affidavit obtained by KVUE, a witness driving on Great Hills Trail saw the 9-year-old boy running from a body on the ground. The boy asked the witness to call 911 as he was trying to get into her car. He reportedly told the witness his father was angry about the divorce with his mother. She drove him away from the scene as he told her that he witnessed his father wreck into their vehicle and shoot his sister's boyfriend. The Elgin School District on Monday identified 2 victims as Alyssa Broderick, a student in the district from 2009 to October 2020, and Willie Simmons, a senior at Elgin High School. Both were described as bright and athletic. Simmons had committed to play football at the University of North Texas next year.
As the nation grapples with a gun violence epidemic that is out of control, as well as the future of policing in America, tonight a former officer is on the run, accused of gunning down 3 people in Austin, Texas. Police talking moments ago about the urgent manhunt underway.
At this point, we've exhausted every effort in searching this particular area for the suspect. We brought in many of our resources, including our air support, our K-9 teams, our several SWAT teams have been out here, and as well as our officers and officers from other departments. I want to thank our partners who have been very strong, including the fire department, EMS, DPS, Round Rock, the U.S. Marshals, and particularly the FBI. The FBI, because the initial report was that it was an active shooter, mobilized and came out and has been here as a support unit. At this point, we have lifted the shelter-in-place order. We are telling people that they can go ahead and come out of their businesses or residences in this area, but to remain vigilant and to be safe. At this point, I think it's proper for us to ask once again of our public, please help us. If you have information about where this individual might be, please call 911. If you see this individual, please do not approach him, call 911 and let us know if you see him.
After a one-day manhunt, Stephen Nicholas Broderick, 41, was arrested in nearby Manor after authorities received 2 911 calls around 7:30 a.m. about a man walking along the road. Manor Police Chief Ryan Phipps, who released a video of the arrest, said Stephen had a pistol in his waistband when apprehended but offered no resistance. KVUE's Mari Salazar also spoke with Stephanie Yell of Elgin, Alyssa's former basketball coach, who remembered Amanda as a quiet but fun mom. "You have to get to know her, and once you get her talking, she's just fun," said Yell. And so her mom was very supportive. "She was a very good mom, very attentive, very supportive. She said Amanda never missed a game and always cheered her kids on." The Travis County District Attorney's Office announced Tuesday, September 13, former Travis County Sheriff's Deputy Stephen Broderick was automatically sentenced after pleading guilty to capital murder Tuesday in Austin in the 2021 deaths of ex-wife Amanda Broderick, 35, stepdaughter Alyssa Broderick, 17, and Willie Simmons, 3, 18. Prosecutors set aside a possible death penalty in exchange for the guilty plea. The ex-deputy killed the three during a custody visit with his son, whom he didn't shoot. Stephen Broderick was free on bond at the time of the shooting after being charged the year before with the sexual assault of a child and losing his job as a result. This was an
All right, like the video if you have not liked the video. Condolences to the family. This right here, it sucks. It's sad. Described the mother as a loving person, very supportive of her children. And this fool even left his son to live, which means the little boy would be traumatized. And he should have never done this to either one of them, but it's just crazy. Condolences to the young man's family as well. I mean, he was just kind of an innocent bystander, but upon doing research, I didn't put it in the video. His stepdaughter, which was Alyssa, was the actual one that he assaulted, if you get what I mean. Like, I don't want to say the word, but yeah, she was the one. So that's probably why he did that to the young man. But condolences to all of their family, all of their friends. Sending you all prayers, love, support. Also, I'm praying that everybody heal and have comfort and some type of understanding from this sicko. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Now let's get into it. First rule of life is self-preservation. Without you, nothing else matters because you won't be here to touch it, feel it, taste it. So you got to preserve yourself first. Now, I know I always say if you're dealing with somebody that's deranged, you want to meet them at a police station and have a police escort. But in this case, this type of guy, paperwork don't mean nothing. Now I believe y'all know I advocate for both mother and father to be around kids, but in this type of circumstance, when you know that he will harm you and he don't care nothing about no paperwork or nothing, then you might just want to flee. It's the same. I tell a father the same thing. If this mother is trying to have you assassinated or she's trying to assassinate you, you might want to step back and talk to your kids long distance. You might want to be able to see them like that. You can't have a normal situation when you're dealing with people like this. A normal situation, y'all break up, y'all get along, or sometimes y'all don't get along. It's just about the kids and that's it. But in an extreme situation like this one, you might just have to do it on your own. Because again, if they assassinate you or they assassinate that child, then, you know your person. If you're dealing with a sicko like this, I would recommend like fleeing, going somewhere where they don't know where you are. And in this case, this nigga's extreme case. He worked for law enforcement, so he can go digging. So you would even have to probably get your property or wherever you stand in somebody else's name. Like you can't even have mail coming to your house at all. Like you got to move differently. Again, first rule of life, self-preservation. And I say it all the time. One thing about takers, they have no limits, and they see a giver and a nice person, a kind person like she was, like they described her, as weak. So while you think you just killing them with kindness, they seeing it as a weakness because they're not normal. And some people, they will do the crime and do the time. I don't think this guy's stressed out at all about being incarcerated. I think I don't think he was all the way okay, first of all, because I don't think this woman was going for a cash grab. She had her own career and her own stuff going on. I think she just wanted to leave him alone. But you can't determine how somebody else see a situation. So he saw it as something else, and he was just bitter, and he just did not want to let the whole thing go. So I don't think he have no regrets about what he did at all. Now, for my military vets or the people that plan to date military vets, I love my vets to death. I'm telling you, I do. I appreciate all you all's service. But some of these vets have seen a lot. They know about them secret missions they go on where they get dropped off and they don't even know where they are. They know about the stuff they saw if they were in a war. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that they are evaluated. Now, they may be evaluated coming out of there. I'm not sure. But if they were, you need to see the paperwork. And the VA clinic will evaluate them for free, at least here in Georgia. So need to make sure they're cool. And if they're not cool and you're willing to stay with them, then you're going to have to kind of, y'all going to have to establish some things and fit them, put it together in y'all world. But make sure some form of evaluation is done because they've seen a lot. Trust me. Some of them have seen a lot. So, you need to make sure that's straight. Now, my people that's co-parenting. Now, this nigga's extreme case. But we have some cases where people play games. Put the kids first. The kids want they want their parents to get along. Trust me. I was one of them kids that was in the middle of mess. And that's all I wanted. And I know other people that grew up around the same, and that's all they want. They just want their parents to get along. So you got to put your emotions and feelings to the side and put those children first, because that's what they want. And don't be going tit for tat. When you see the other person going tit for tat, just ignore it. If you want to get back with them, just be happy with your life and succeed. That's all. If you want to get back at them, I said with them, but at them. Just be happy with your life and succeed. That's all you got to do. But you shouldn't be getting back at anybody. You should want to be happy with your life and succeed. But don't do the tit for tat. The kids don't like it. It's not cool or what have you. And if they want to do it with you, ignore them. You're not with them no more. So their opinion don't hold any stock. And if you are with somebody and they normally don't behave this way, but out the blue they behave in this way, just be patient with them, because they're probably going through something and they just need a little patience, and they'll be back to their normal self. So that's what I have for you. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Y'all comment, let me know what y'all think about the story. Also, if I missed anything that can help anyone, as I say all the time, y'all drop y'all thoughts in the comment section or y'all advice. It doesn't matter if it comes from me or if it comes from you. It's just about helping people on this channel. If you're into this type of content, please subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you know some people that can benefit from the video, please share the video. I would greatly appreciate it. Like the video if you have not done so. On that note, I appreciate all the love and support. I do not take it for granted. I am out. Be blessed. Peace.